Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Lebogang, based in Johannesburg, South Africa. And tonight I am your host. I will be taking you through the METAFORCE pre-launch information session. Tonight, my duty is simply going to be to give you enough information for you to understand why you cannot let this opportunity pass you by. Lots of people have been hearing a lot about METAFORCE. The hype is there, people are excited, and you want to know, what is everybody so excited about? So tonight we're going to bring it back down. We're going to go back to the facts. We're going to go back to the fundamentals, and I'm going to be explaining to you exactly what METAFORCE is, how it works, and why you want to be part of the biggest launch of 2022. And so I'll be taking you through it. I'm not alone though. I'm part of Team Africa, and we have our members who are joining us from all over the world, not just Africa. So wherever you are on the chat, let us know where you're from. Yesterday we had people from Namibia, Swaziland, South Africa was well represented. We had people from almost every province in our country. So it's exciting to see this community grow, because that's what it's all about. It's about growing a like-minded community that has one goal in mind. And that goal is to use cryptocurrency and the ecosystem to provide financial empowerment to those who are involved. So Force is a community of individuals like myself, like you, once you decide to become a part of the community. It is not a company. It is not an official organization that is registered somewhere. But what it is that it's a cryptocurrency community that comes together to crowdfund and to take part in other activities that will be launching soon. Right now, we are at the pre-launch stage, and Force is going to be launching multiple layers of this opportunity. And right now, the layer that is launching is what is called the marketing classic. And the marketing classic is basically a smart contract that has been built and is now deployed onto the Polygon blockchain. We're no longer saying it's going to be deployed. This has already taken place. It took place last week on the 29th of June. The contract was deployed, and now that it has been deployed, this contract is going to be there for the life of the Polygon blockchain. It can never be changed. It can never be deleted. It cannot be altered. So even the design team that is behind this entire project cannot alter what has already begun. So our future that we are seeing is going to be very bright here with METAFORCE. Nobody can change the direction that we are moving in. So we're excited to be part of a smart contract that is built on a transparent platform. It is not an investment, though. I think this is very important for us to note from the beginning. This is not an investment platform. We're not putting down money to have our money grow through whatever it might be, whether people want to trade or they want to buy and hold. But this is not a platform where we are buying or investing, hoping to get a return at the end of the day. Here we are involved in a smart contract that says, in order for you to earn, you need to be actively involved. Yes, there are other layers of the platform that are coming that will be passive, meaning that you will be able to earn by simply being a part of the program. But right now, the layer that has launched is the Marketing Classic. And as the name suggests, marketing, we need to do the sharing of the opportunity. The community needs to grow, because as the community grows, that is how the value is increased in what we are doing. So we're using crowd economics. We're here to build a long-term community with long-term benefits. And the benefits, one of the benefits of this community is that it's very affordable to get started. We are not, it's not the NFT world where you hear NFTs are selling for hundreds of ether or, all these exorbitant fees. But here, to become a part of the community is extremely affordable. Anybody can get started and activate their slot on the smart contract for as little as $5 during this pre-launch stage. And right now in pre-launch, everything is slashed half price. We can get started, but once we go into full launch mode, we are going to see those prices double. So we are here at the right place at the right time. We have a 50% discount. There's absolutely no risk to you and I for getting involved, because we're not investing our money. We're getting involved in a completely decentralized smart contract, which is not in the control of any individual. Now, this is very important because the way this contract has been built, the way that the logic of this matrix works is that it is a peer-to-peer crowdfunding platform, meaning when funds move from one wallet to the wallet of another, all of this is happening using the contract, but funds are not being held on a system. So we never have to wait for withdrawals. We never have to request withdrawals. Everything is happening peer-to-peer, wallet to wallet. Now, why do we need an opportunity like this right now? Well, truth be told, times are tough, not just in South Africa, but globally. We are on the brink of a global recession. And it's when times are tough that opportunities are needed the most. Right now, the price of petrol is through the roof. Food prices are high. Now, someone might ask, why are food prices even going as high as they are? Well, one of the facts is that something that we sometimes don't understand in the macroeconomic scheme of things is that oil is actually used for fertilizer. And so if oil prices are up, petrol prices are up, food prices automatically go up. So everything affects everything. And nobody can be safe from what is happening economically. Nobody is safe from what's happening to the dollar. No one is safe from what's happening to the oil prices. It affects all of us. So we need to find a solution. And really, this is one of the solutions that says you don't need a lot to get started. You just need your smartphone, connection to the internet, and a belief in the evolution of how things are done. Gone are the days where you have to go and get a 4-year degree, get into the interview line, get a job, work for 40 years, retire. Those days are gone. Jobs are few and far between. The way we work has even changed. COVID and lockdowns have changed all of that. People are now working remotely. People are now, freelancing. People are now into the gig economy. So this is one of those evolutions that it cannot be avoided. Life has changed. Money has gone digital. Opportunity has gone digital. And so this is your opportunity to become a pioneer, to become, a first adopter of making sure that you book your place in what is happening technologically, to make sure that your finances are built on the current technology that is moving. So the code is open source. It's an improvement of a system that was launched back in 2020. Now, for some people who are, who have the knowledge of what was going on back in the day, back in 2020, when Lado and his team launched the first smart contract, which was called Forsage, they will know that, when Forsage launched, it launched, and within a very short period of time, it had amassed over 1 million users, and over $1 billion was raised through that platform. Now we are going for it again. This platform is starting in a very short period of time. We'll get the stats in the next few days. The records were broken. This was one of the biggest launches ever in the smart contract community. And we are placed at such an advantageous position to be part of this opportunity in its genesis, right at the beginning. We get to be a part of it, and we get to make sure that whatever benefits are going to be rolled out, whatever records are going to be broken, people who've made 6 figures, 7 figures in record times, our names will be a part of that group of people who are mentioned when we talk about the stats of Force in the future. So Force, like we said, is a peer-to-peer crowdfunding platform. So that means 100% of everything that is contributed towards, being involved in the program is going back to the affiliate network. It's going back to the members. There's no amount that's going to Lado, that's going to development team. Everything is moving 100% peer-to-peer. And we are doing that through what is called the marketing classic, because there has to be some type of order, some type of way that funds are regulated, not regulated in the financial sense, but in terms of knowing who's getting what at what time. And this is how that is done. It is through what is called the S3 and the S6. It sounds complicated. I know if you're new here, don't stress. Maybe I've spoken about a lot of concepts that might be new to you: smart contracts, blockchain, S3, S6. Don't worry. Take it step by step. Our duty here is to break it down. And we also understand that you might not grasp everything in the first go. So you might have to listen to this recording, attend other Zooms more often. But one thing that you must get at the end of this call is the possibilities that will be available to you financially when you become a part of this opportunity, because becoming a part of Force and doing the work is guaranteed to change your life. What you do on this platform is what's going to guarantee the results that you have on the other end. So the vehicle is there. Force is an amazing vehicle. The tank is full. Question is, how far are you going to take this vehicle? Are you just have short-term goals? You have medium to long-term goals. The destination is determined by each individual. So here we go. The S3 operates like this. S3 is basically a slot. So if you can see my cursor there, it's a slot with 3 positions below it. That's the S3. And this is an active income matrix. These 3 individuals that fill up the S3 will be individuals that are referred by you. So that means that by the S3 being this way, it's letting us know that to be successful on the platform, each of us should look at referring or introducing at least 3 people to the community in order for the community to grow. This is a crowdfunding platform. It grows when the community grows. The power is in the strength of the numbers, the crowd economics. So we're using crowd economics here, and crowd means with other people. You cannot do this by yourself. You cannot buy your way through the matrix. Yes, you can buy the slots, but the earning has to come from other individuals taking part. So S3 is an active income matrix. And then the S6, this is a dynamic matrix because it allows you to earn in multiple ways. There are 6 positions that need to be filled on this matrix in order for you over here to complete this, what we call a cycle. So I'll keep referring to a cycle, and basically a cycle means that you have a slot and the 3 positions have been filled on the S3, or on the S6 you have a slot and the 6 positions have been filled on that slot. That is a cycle. Now this cycle of 6 people, this S6, it can be filled in multiple ways. It can be filled through you personally, referring 6 people. That is one of the best ways to go about it because you're not leaving it to chance. You know what you want. You're going out and getting it. You refer 6 people and things start to move. Another way that this could be filled is perhaps you refer 2 people and your 2 people refer 2 people each. So 2 plus 4, that's 6 people. So with 6 people, the cycle is complete. There, you've leveraged. You're not doing it on your own, but you are doing it through referring 2 people, letting them exponentiate, letting them grow. And now you have a team of 6. The team of 6 then, grows to a team of 12, etc. And if you have a team of 6 that is doubling, the team of 6 grows to 36. So all of that, you can break down as you wish. That's one way of filling it. Another way could be you join and you're on the S6, and the person above you, your upline or their upline, let's say they're also referring 6 people. So when they do that, you might find you benefit through a concept called spillover. So spillover simply means you have people who are coming from your upline who are spilling into your matrix, spilling into your S6, and they become a part of your cycle, a part of your S6 being complete. So you can earn through spill over the people you've referred and the people that they have referred, and this is dynamic. It's ever changing, and so you can have 1 spillover, 3 people you've referred. It's always moving, and it's a very dynamic matrix. So that is how that works. Now there are 12 levels on this marketing classic. Level 1 all the way up to level 12, and so level 1 uses the S6, level 2 uses the S6, and then level 3 uses the S3 matrix. And this pattern continues all the way down through the 12 levels. And everything that we are doing here today is happening on the Polygon chain, because in the cryptocurrency space, you might have heard of Bitcoin, you might have heard of Ethereum, and any coin, what is officially a coin is built on its own blockchain. So Bitcoin has its own blockchain, and that blockchain is primarily built to send and receive funds, not to do any other function. Then we have the Ethereum blockchain, which has more functions, NFTs, smart contracts, all of this other stuff can be done on the Ethereum network. So the Polygon network was developed after the 2 that I've just been spoken about. So there's always evolution and growth. So Polygon is a very advanced blockchain. It's got extremely fast transaction fees. very low, extremely fast transaction times rather, and very low transaction fees. So it's a great system, or a great blockchain for us to be doing all of this on. And we are doing this using Matic or Polygon for our fees, and we are using the USD, the DAI. DAI is a stable coin. So stable coin simply means a cryptocurrency that is pegged to fiat currency. So one DAI is valued, or will always be at the same value as $1. So we don't have the volatility that is experienced in the crypto market. You're not starting today for $5 and then tomorrow the price of Matic changes and it now costs you $8 to get started, or it's now dropped to $3 because of the volatility in the crypto market. So using a stable coin makes our income, our earnings stable, and we are able to project, we're able to get started, and it really is a great benefit to the platform to do it in that way. So let's look at the S6. Level 1 uses the S6. To activate level 1 will cost you and I $5. Right now during pre-launch, after launch, it's going to cost us $10. Now let's step back. Where in the world can you get started on a platform that is fully decentralized, that offers so many different benefits, that's got a great team behind it, that's got the whole world waiting to become a part of it, and start just for $5? Even if you want to start a side hustle, a small business, it's going to cost you more than $5 to get started. And it's going to take you time. And you're going to have to, maybe get systems. And maybe you're starting a business, you need stock, you need software, you need all of these things before you even start making a profit. So much capital is required to get you started. Now here, you don't need any prior experience. You don't need a reference letter from your employer. You don't need to be connected to somebody high and mighty. You don't need to have huge amounts of capital. Anybody and everybody with a smartphone has got the ability to make an unlimited amount of income based on what it is that they're doing every day with that phone. Life has changed. Money is now made online. Money is available in the palm of your hand. There's no reason to be broke when you have a smartphone and connection to the internet. There is no excuse for being broke in today's age. If you were broke before, we will excuse you because you had not yet heard about METAFORCE. But now that METAFORCE has come into your zone, you now have no excuse for making the most of your smartphone and turning it into an ATM that will be generating funds as much as you are doing the work. So the more you do, the more income you're able to earn. The check is blank. You write how much you want from it. So let's explain how this S6 works. So all of us, when we get started, we are starting, we all start here in the top slot of our S6. So when your upline gets started, this is your upline. Your upline is creating their own S6 and they refer you. When you get started, your upline will see it like this, but you will see yourself in this spot and 6 empty positions here at the bottom. So when you come on board, that's what your upline sees and that's what you will see. Your upline's duty is to make sure that his or her 6 is complete. Your duty is to make sure that your 6 is complete. And so that's why, the working together can come into play. So let's see, how do we earn from people coming on board? This is just a giant crowdfunding platform. In South Africa, we'd call it a stokvel, meaning people coming together and helping each other financially, to crowdfund to get ahead. So in S6, these top 2 positions, when 2 people join or become a part of your S6, these 2 positions, the funds will move up and go to the person above you. So in this example, they will move up and go to your upline. The level that pays us, where funds go directly to our wallet, is this level over here. So where you see this wallet icon, that means those funds are moving directly to your wallet. So these 3 positions over here, those funds are going into your wallet. Position number 4 over here, where you see that and that cycle sign, that means that this position's funds will be used to recreate a position for you again in the same slot. Now, for some of you, I've lost you there. It seems like I'm speaking Greek. Don't worry. It simply means this is where you get paid. And when the 6 is complete, a new slot will be opened for you on the same level. S3, these two positions are what pay you. The third slot is the one that recreates a slot for you on that same level. It is a new concept to some of us. Don't worry. You need to, you just keep on coming onto these Zooms, be invested in learning, because you have to, be open to learning new concepts, to getting ahead. And don't worry, in no time, you will get it and you will understand it fully. So there's another feature called the auto upgrade, because remember I said there are 12 levels on the platform. So many of us are not going to start and activate all levels, because level 1 costs $5. The next level then costs $10 to activate. The level after that will be double, will cost $20 to activate. So every level is doubling in cost for you to get started. So based on affordability, you will determine how many levels you want to activate. You can choose to just activate level 1 for $5. You can activate level 1 to 3 for $35. You choose how many levels you want to activate. The sweet spot is 5 levels, however. For those, who can afford to and who want to build big and build strong, 5 levels is the sweet spot. However, there is no requirement to say you must take 5 spots or you must take one spot. Each individual will decide how many spots they want to take. So if you activate only level 1, what will happen is that when your 6 individuals who come onto this matrix have come on board, you will earn $5 from person number 1, person 1 on this level rather, person number 2 and 3 on this lower level. That's $10. 5 from this one, 5 from that one is going to be taken by the smart contract and used to upgrade you to level 2. So there's the auto upgrade feature, which means you do not miss out on moving through the levels. So you'll be auto upgraded to level 2. Then when this individual comes on board, you will be re-entered into level 1. So that means every level that is available on this matrix, you are able to earn from it an unlimited number of times. You don't move through level 1, you move and add levels. So you have level 1 plus level 2, level 1 and 2 plus level 3, and so on and so on. So you decide how many levels you want to activate. If you activate 5 levels, that means you won't automatically be upgraded to level 2, 3, and 4 because you've already upgraded it yourself. So the full amount for the cycle you will keep. And then only for level 5 will those 2 deposits be used to upgrade you to level 6. So it's all automated. We don't have to worry that there's somebody behind the computer who has to do this. The smart contract is autonomous. It does all of this automatically. And that's the power of the time that we are living in. That technology is extremely advanced. And so we must make sure we use it to our advantage and make sure that it's causing this little gadget that you are listening to me on to become an ATM and to be an asset. An asset is something that brings in money, not a liability that's costing you data, costing you airtime, costing you, a cell phone contract. It must be something that brings you money, an asset that is causing your account, your value to grow every single day. And that's exactly what METAFORCE is going to help you do. So the levels of the prices of the levels, $5 for level 1, $10 for level 2, and so on and so on. But all of this is during pre-launch. After launch, we are going into standard prices where everything doubles. So everything that you see here is going to be doubled. Getting started is going to cost $10, still extremely affordable. Level 2, $20, and so on and so on. So that's why we are in such, we seem like we are in hyperdrive, because we want to make sure that we are activating as many levels as possible while we are in this pre-launch stage, because we want to get that 50% discount, because overnight, at some point, when we move from pre-launch to full launch, these prices are going to double. So we want to make sure we've activated as many levels as possible. So first members, we get an advantage. We are the early adopters. Early adopters always get the best, the best deal, because we're getting that 50% discount. But even for somebody who joins after we launch, $10 is affordable, $20 is still very affordable, level 1 and level 2. And our income is also going to go up, not just the cost of getting started. A cycle that was $15 on level 1 is now going to be worth $30 once we go into launch prices. So that is going to be an amazing time. So we actually want that time to come sooner rather than later. So level 5, like we've said, $155 for you to activate that. And then the net profit that you receive goes directly into your wallet. Now let's take a pause there, folks. Everything that is paid on this platform goes from one wallet to another wallet. There is no waiting period. There's no withdrawal request that you have to make. There's no support email that you have to send to and say, oh, I didn't get my funds. Please, can they be released? Here's my KYC. Here's my this. Everything's decentralized. It's all happening automatically. So when a person activates and pays now, you earn, and those funds are in your wallet now. Last week, we saw literally what seemed like miracles. However, it wasn't a miracle. It was simply people doing the work and getting the results of the work that they put in. METAFORCE has been letting the world know that we're coming. Some of our leaders got the word a month ago, 2 months ago, and they've been sharing and slowly and diligently growing the community, letting people know, getting meetings started. I got started, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks before the pre-launch that happened last week. And so, the momentum was building up. And when the site launched, we literally saw people make 5 figures, 10 figures in less than 48 hours. We have leaders who made 100,000, 200,000, some even made over 300,000 rands. I'm talking people who are within our circles. Yes, there's people who made a lot more from other parts of the world, but I'm going to talk about what was happening here. People who are on these Zooms, people who are within our circles, making that type of income in a 48-hour period because of the effort that they had put in all those months. Now, while we are waiting for the site to come back up, if you are new, you might not know, we are still in a little bit of a maintenance period, because like in any pre-launch means simply that we are launching. However, we are still tweaking and getting things to a point where we can go full throttle. So we're still warming up the vehicle. So in this warm up, the site had to be tweaked a little bit here and there to make it more efficient so that it works better for us as the users. But in that time, we are using that time to better prepare. We got a taste of what is available. We saw now how it works. How do I register? And so we are making use of this time to make sure that it doesn't go to waste. We are setting up our teams. So if you want to get started, don't wait and say, oh, I'll see when the site is up. No, fund your wallet. Get your team on the Zooms. Let's explain to them every day. We will be here tomorrow. I believe we're going to get, we might get the launch, the site opening date. So tomorrow, 7 o'clock, we'll be back on the Zoom. We will then explain what we will be doing going forward based on that announcement. But we are going to be here making sure that the community is growing. So when that button is pressed to say you can now go back and register, people are just registering with their teams, and the work has already been compounded, and we'll start to see those results again. But it doesn't stop there. We're not going to earn for that 24 and 48-hour period and then it stops. Now the exponential growth is going to kick in. People who are saying, oh, we want to wait and see, we want to see the people earn first, they're going to see it again, and we will just be, we'll be leading from the front at that time. So all the slots move at different speeds. So what happens is that sometimes, not sometimes, it's just how it works. You will find that a higher slot or a lower slot will be cycling at a higher rate than the slot above it. So for example, in a 24-hour period, one might be cycling, let's say, twice from level 1, and then they'll be cycling once from level 2. That's just how it works, because most people are starting here. This is the bottom rung of entry. Everybody's starting here, so that's where the momentum is highest, and then moving through the levels. And we want to make sure we get all the way to level 12. We have leaders who in a 48-hour period started at level 5, but were able to get up to level 9, level 10 in that time. And as you can see here in this image above us, a cycle on just even level 5, a cycle on level 5 is worth $240 US. In rands, it's about 3,600 rands, and now the rand has taken a knock, so it's actually more than that right now. So we are in the right place at the right time, folks. Imagine this: you activate a level once from your pocket. So if you've activated just level 1 from your pocket, level 2 funds to upgrade you to level 2 didn't come from your pocket. They came from the activity of you growing the community. So it only cost you $5 once out of pocket to get started. but every single time you cycle, you will be receiving $15. How often that cycle will be, I can't tell you and say you will cycle this much. It's going to be based on the activity that you and your team have put together. Today, I saw a screenshot of somebody who cycled, I believe it was 26 times in that 24-hour period. Let me just have a look at the screenshot. Here it is. Yes, 24 times in that 48-hour period when the site was in pre-launch last week. So, you know, your activity determines what it is that you get from the platform. So one time out of pocket of $5, but every time you complete a cycle, that's $15. Now do the maths. 15 times 24, how much is that? I think the answer was $360 or something from just this level. Level 2, $10 to get started, $30 per cycle, even if this person has cycled 10 times from level 2, that's over $300. Level 3, $20 to get started, $40 per cycle, even if they've cycled 5 times from level 3. You can see how the compound effect starts to take place, and it just gets bigger and better as you go through the levels. Level 1 to 5, you can see what those cycles are worth. Imagine cycling that once a day, twice a day, once a week even. If you're on level 7 or level 8 and you're cycling and receiving $2,000, $3,000 per week from this, your life and your story is beginning to change. Folks, we talk about figures, we talk about 6 figures, 7 figures. Yes, that is available. But even to the person who says, I'm new to this industry, maybe I don't have a community that I can go to, that I've been talking to, that can help me, you know, that can to band with me and say, we are going to do this. So I have to start from scratch. I have to start talking to, you know, people and start, you know, learning how to do things on social media. Even that person can get started. Even if you're just activating 3 slots to start off with, but your team is moving, you're diligent, you're not in competition with anybody, you're in your own lane, and you are consistent, because consistency, folks, will take you places where intensity can't. It's about being consistent. Every night you are on Zoom, every day you're sharing the opportunity. People come on Zoom or they don't, you are here. People say yes, we come, and they don't come, you're still here. People say we'll join, and they then don't answer your calls, you're still here, because you know what it is that you want from this platform. You're not doing it for the next person, you are doing it for yourself. It's not about your upline. It's also not completely about your downline. Because what if your upline, you know, is not there, and you needed them there, but they were not? Does that mean that you don't continue? What if you refer somebody, they're excited today, but tomorrow they've moved on to something else? Does that mean your dreams are invalid? No, it doesn't. So you need to have a clear vision. You need to know what you want, because this vehicle can take you there. We're not testing force. Let's make it clear. We are not here to test, does force work? That has already been established. What we are here to find out is, how much sweat equity do you have to make things happen? What is inside of you? Is there a millionaire inside of you? Is there, you know, a 6-figure earner inside of you? Force will bring that out of you if it's in there. But if it's in there, it will come out. If it's not there, there is nothing that I can do, your upline or your downline can do, to make you something that you are not internally. So if you have what it takes internally, you might not be a millionaire in numbers, you might not be a millionaire, you know, in your bank account right now, but if it's there inside, this is the platform that's going to bring it out. And we are here to simply support you, to create an environment that allows that millionaire to thrive, that gives that millionaire all the tools that they need, but that millionaire also needs to roll up their sleeves and do the work. I'm here to assist you, to share as much of my knowledge as possible. I'm also learning. We're all learning as we go, but it's about working together in a partnership where you all come together. I do the speaking, you do the inviting. You then, after this call, don't say, oh, well, it's done now. Go back to the person who referred you. If you are listening for the first time, don't say, oh, well, I heard, let me wait for them to get back to me. If you know what you want, get back to the person who referred you. If you've been referred by me, contact me, let's talk. Where you got the details from, but go back to the person who invited you. Get started, get your Trust Wallet set up, purchase your Matic. Because the site could be opening anytime. We're not going to wait and see when is it opening. We are going to be ready so that when it does open, you know, we just plug and play, and our teams are ready. So this is what the cycles are worth, folks. Set a target, Your target might be, I want to make $100 a day. That's a great target to start with. $100, that's like 1,700 now in South African rand. So for some others, they might think, is that all? But for others, it's a start. That's where you are starting. Start where you are. You cannot climb a building from the top. You need to climb it from the bottom. You need to start where you are. Set goals that are achievable, set targets that you can reach. But to get to the final destination, you have to focus on the first step. Get the first step done. Sign up. Fund your wallet. Know where you're going to start. If you're starting with 5 slots, great. If you're even starting with 1 slot, if that's the step you are on, great. But one thing you must do, get started. Don't delay. Fund your wallet. Start referring and sharing this opportunity with others, and let's start moving, because Force is here, folks. We have so many testimonies. I've been trying to get some of our leaders. I don't know if they're on the call. Everybody is so busy. It's quite hectic. And, trying to get leaders onto the call is a little bit of a challenge right now, but it's all good. I'm sure we will have them on the call for tomorrow, where they'll be able to share with us what their experience has been in, when we opened last week, and tips and tricks, etc. But I think the biggest tip is that you just have to do the work. There is no shortcut. There is no magic pill. There is no get rich quick scheme where we're saying come in today and you're going to be rich tomorrow. There is work to be put into the platform. So we're doing the work. We are doing it together. We are making it easier for you. If you don't know how to explain, invite them onto Zoom, send them the links, invite them onto WhatsApp presentations. If you don't know what to say, how do I recruit? Copy and paste. Follow the person who's doing the most on social media. Whatever they post, you post. Whatever they say, you say. And the same way that you reached out to somebody to get started, somebody's going to reach out to you to get started. So have no fear. Be bold, and make sure that you are not holding back. This opportunity will reward those who go out and they go out fearlessly, knowing that they're going to go out and get it. So with that, folks, I'm going to close with this. I'm looking for a quote here that is going to help us close this meeting. And I think it's such a profound quote, because many times an opportunity, you can be faced with an opportunity, but if you don't react or act accordingly, you could miss out on something on something awesome. So I'm struggling to find it here now. However, I think it says the best way to honor an opportunity is to act, to do the work, to say, yes, count me in, and don't end there. Do the work after that. Don't rely on anybody else, but simply take the responsibility on yourself to say, I want to be a part of this. Therefore, I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to be on every meeting. I'm going to learn as much as I can, and I'm going to make sure that my name is counted when they say how many lives have been changed because Force launched in 2022. 2022 might start it on a bad note for you, but it can end on a completely different note for you once you get started, because the opportunity is there, the vehicle is there. You just have to get into the driver's seat and let it take you to the destination of your choice. So that's me for tonight, folks. Let's have a look. Sorry about that. Let's do this. There we go. So that's me for tonight. If you have any questions, it's always best to get back to the person who invited you. Unfortunately, sometimes we don't have enough time to get into questions and to go through the FAQ, but there is a YouTube channel that you can follow. I don't have the link again tonight. I apologize, but I'll just type it out here on YouTube. Just search for Winners Circle Force. I've just typed it in there. Thank you, Coach, for that comment. So search for that on YouTube, and then I will also link today's recording there, and you'll be able to watch it. Thank you, Musa, for those kind words. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Dighton, thank you so much. And let's get working, folks. I'm here. Let's collaborate, because collaboration is the new currency. Doesn't matter who's in which team, who is where, as long as we are all a part of this Force community. My win is your win is my win. So let's use this time to grow together. Invite. Let's fill up this room tomorrow. I'm glad that we went past the 100 mark. Tomorrow, let's make it 200. And the next day, let's make it 300. And let's keep on moving. So thank you so much, leaders. I see your comments there. Thank you so much. And let's keep on moving. Any questions you have, it also might help to post your questions before. Send them to me on Facebook, on YouTube, so that when we do come onto the session, I can try and make sure that I answer those questions in the next session that we're going to have. So I'm excited. I hope you're as excited as I am. Let's get moving. Let's push. Let's work. Let's operate. And yeah, let's make sure that we are rewriting 2022 and we are making it, we're letting it go, yeah, where we want it to take us. Okay, so somebody's asking, what's my Telegram account? Okay, I'm gonna put my number here, folks. It's not, I don't do this often, 9692, but it's simply because today my administrator's not here. So I have to do that there. But on Telegram, that's my number. On WhatsApp, that's my number. Send me a text. Don't call. I can hardly answer any calls because things are so hectic. So anything you want to know, send me a chat. You have a question, do that, and then I'll be able to help you there. So that's it from me today, folks. God bless. Good night. And yeah, let's call it a night, and we will see each other again tomorrow, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, same link, and we will then be getting started, and hopefully we'll have what's this? I'm blushing now with these comments. We'll have one of our leaders to share their testimony with us. Thank you, folks. God bless. Good night.